All right, so I am headed to do a shift, 24-hour shift on one of the rural county trucks that I work on. But I've got a virtual rib contest in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in tomorrow. And so we got to check in and post videos and photos and all that kind of stuff. So this video is going to be a please God redeem me for the terrible ribs that I made a few weeks ago rib video. So maybe I'll not get a call and be distracted and actually pay attention and not overcook these ribs. So we'll see. So I'd really like to 100% blame that on me being distracted, because I really don't know what else got me. I don't know what happened. But that happens sometimes, you know. Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes you have really good cooks. Sometimes you have really crappy cooks. And I just don't know what happened with that cook. It just got away from me. So I'm bringing the Ugly Drum Smoker. It is in the back of my truck right now. We're going to take it to the station. I'm going to set up outside. And then hopefully in between calls, no, I really hope that that I'm able to cook this in good timing. That if we do get a call, it can be in between the 3-2-1s or anything like that. So I'm thinking I'm going to cook it probably around 250, so I can follow through with the 3-2-1 method, so that I don't have to try to hurry up and cook it, or cook it super slow so it lasts all day and then us not get a call and I just wasted a whole bunch of time and fuel, charcoal. So anyways, I've got some B&B competition charcoal that I'm going to be burning in the Ugly Drum Smoker. And yeah, we're going to go grab some spare ribs in the little town that I'll be working in. And maybe some steaks or something for lunch. My EMS director is freaking amazing. First day I walked in, I was like, hey, is that grill outside work? And he checked it. He's like, no, I guess not. Next day, bought a brand new one. How awesome is that? So yeah, that was cool. But I'm going to do my best to shield the agency from being on here, because I'm not so sure how fond this little town is of being in a video or associated with me. But anyways, I am going to do a rib cook, so stick around for that. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff. If you haven't liked the ammo can grill video, make sure you head over there and you like that bad boy. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and you hit the little bell so that you know when my new videos are coming out. I'm trying to do one a week. I don't always make that happen, and I like to think my videos are getting better as I progress, even though I'm sitting here rambling to you in a truck. But hey, that's kind of what's the word, like a cool thing to do. Like that's the fad now, is to sit in your truck and talk to the camera. I do it because I have a lot of stuff to do, not because I want to be the guy that sits in his truck and talks to the camera. But yeah, anyways, I am on the highway and I'm rolling. I need to slow down. I was going a little quick for a barrel to be in the back of my truck, so I don't want it to fly out. I painted this barrel. You'll see it tomorrow. It's the same barrel that I used in that last video, but I painted it with Sherwin-Williams Kim 2000, I think is what it is. It's a vehicle paint, and just a kind of a cheap HVLP gun, excuse me. And it's really taken a pretty good beating. I've had it for about a year, and I move it around a lot, and I don't tie it down because I'm not that responsible of a person. I just don't tie things down, and especially when it's in my trailer, it just kind of bounces around. But I've never lost one. Anyways, so yeah, make sure you like those videos. I am going to be giving away that ammo can grill, so that's something that's going to be exciting. I can't wait to give that away. I really am. I truly want to be able to give that away, and I've got about, I don't know, 4 or 5 more that I'm going to build and just start giving them away ever so often, because it's something I want to keep doing. That lady just told me I was number one because I guess I was in her way. She ran a stop sign. Anyways, uh, yeah, I really want to give away more of those little ammo can grills, but I got to get some likes and subscribes to justify it. So, anyways, uh, y'all make sure you like, you subscribe, you do all that good stuff, and we will see you, I guess, when we're back tomorrow morning, lighting the fire, getting the smoker going, and making it happen. All right, guys, so today I'm going to be doing some ribs on the Ugly Drum Smoker. I am at the station today. I am on shift. I just finished one 12-hour shift, and we're going to be completing a 24 here pretty soon. So we got about 12 more hours left on shift. So let's see if we can squeeze in a rib cook between now and then. I really need to redeem myself from that last one. So it's a little bit early this morning. We just got back from a call. It's about 7 o'clock. I already got the fire started, and I'm going to be doing these at about 250 or so. If I can keep it around 250, 240, 250, something like that, I think I can control it pretty good, and I can also shut it down if I need to and go on a call. This COVID-19 stuff is really it's really going crazy. It's really kind of shut down all of our barbecue competitions that we've done. We can't get together and see each other anymore, so now we're doing virtual ones, and this is going to be my first virtual barbecue competition. So I guess I just need to make it look good, right? That was the exact opposite of the last ones that I cooked. They looked like doo-doo, but they tasted amazing. So we're going to reverse that today. So I've got some charcoal lit up, some Poncho Villa lump charcoal lit up in the chimney. It's getting burned down. And I got my B&B, obviously competition choice, in the barrel there. And we are going to let this thing get ripping and rolling pretty quickly. You can hear that fire popping. And man, it's getting ready to go. It's almost ready. So I'm going to get that red hot. And then I'm going to throw it in the UDS. And I'm going to get inside and start prepping these ribs. Now I got two different kinds of ribs today because my partner, she doesn't like meat on the bone. So I got some country style ribs, and then my competition ribs we're going to take home and let the family enjoy because my little girl loves her some ribs. And I'm going to be making kind of a glaze with some Big Red barbecue sauce and things like that, and I'll show you how to do that. So let's get inside, get set up, and start rubbing some meat. All right, guys. So today I've got the smoker going. It's up at temperature. I put the grates on it, get those clean, and I've got my spare ribs that I'm going to be trimming up and getting seasoned. And then I bought these country style ribs. And this is basically just a cut from the pork butt. So we're going to cook those to eat today. I'm going to cook these for the competition and take home to the family for later. So let's get started. Just because there's not some of this fat off of here. There's usually a little flap here. We'll peel it up. There's not much of one here. A little bit there. So anything like that, it's going to burn. So you want to cut it off anyways. But for competition, this isn't the straightest rack of ribs. But I'm going to cut right about here. I'm probably going to cut this last bone off too because it's just all wonky. And this piece kind of has that sternum bone. So I'm going to make another cut right along here to make these look a lot more presentable as competition ribs. Popping it would be way too loud. So got that off. Got a little bit. This piece I will throw away. If you're making beans or something, this is
is real good to keep though. So I remember my cut here. I'm just gonna follow it up. On the back side, there's not a whole lot of fat. Just a little bit right there. We're gonna shave off. Not the healthiest little rack of ribs, but it'll do for competition and feeding my little family later. What I didn't do on the other ones is I didn't pull this, which actually probably helped me in the end because I overcooked them so much they were so tender that was probably the only thing keeping them. Oh, rip, last paper towel. Probably the only thing keeping them from just shredding apart. Yeah, that worked. So we got that ready to go. Let's get these opened up. And these are actually, this particular set is boneless. You can find them bone in and boneless, depending on how the butcher cut it, depending on where it's at in the pork butt. Get these laid out because I'm going to season all these the same way. Yeah, these are all boneless. Oh well, there's a little piece of it, so you can see some of that blade bone there. There's that Y meat. That's that real tender meat and stuff that you get out of the competition right there. So that one's got a bone in it. The rest of these though are good to go. So I'm going to open all my seasonings and stuff before I start touching the meat so I can keep a clean hand and a dirty hand. Today I brought out some seasonings that I had at the house that I don't really use because I just like my other seasonings a little bit better, and they don't really have a whole lot here. But I mean, these aren't bad, don't get me wrong, but I just prefer my Cosmos and Meat Church and Code 3 a little bit better. So this is Cabela's Kansas City rub, and this is Kenny's All-Purpose Honey Barbecue Rub. Both of these have really good flavor profiles for pork. Now I'm not going to rub the country style ribs with any mustard. I am going to put some on the spare, and not a ton, you know, just enough to get it coated so it'll hold on to some spices. Right there. Mustard really doesn't add any flavor profile to it. It's really just a binder, kind of priming everything up to hold the spices. Is all it is. I like to layer my flavors, so what I'm going to hit first is the Kansas City. This has a really good base color, but also a good flavor for it. I don't think it's going to penetrate through it very well. So, anyways, so I'm going to take this Kenny's Honey Barbecue. This Kenny's is no MSG and it's gluten free. I don't know where Kenny's is made at though. Let's see. Scotland, Texas. So, I like Kenny's pretty good, actually. It's not bad. I add it last because it does have the granulated honey and sugar and stuff like that, and I want that to be kind of my top crust flavor. It kind of puts on a better finish on the meat. It's the first thing your tongue will touch, so I like that flavor profile. So I always layer it on last. It's kind of like using Cosmo's um, um, Texas beef on last because it's got a little bit of sugar in it. And kind of on a steak, it really helps it pop. So we're gonna push this in real nice like. And we'll flip it over. And it goes on one side, it goes on the other. That in, flip it over. Alright, so we're going to let these sweat out just a little bit. I'm going to go tend to the fire, make sure it's all clean, and then we will get everything onto the pit. Alright guys, so I had to put this stuff on because I don't have my actual cooking stuff. I had to put it on with my hands, so I didn't video it, but the ribs are on, so here in about an hour and a half I'm going to come out here and check them and see how they're looking. Alright, so these have been on for about an hour and a half, and it's time to check on these bad boys. So I'm going to quickly grab the lid off of the smoker and open it up and check and see how these ribs look. What I'm looking for is not like a dry consistency, but all the spices really set in, the rub really set in. Basically, I want to touch it, and if I can wipe any off, it's not ready yet. So I want to be able to touch it, kind of rub my finger on it, and if it all sticks, that means it's good to go and ready to put in the wrap. So let's check it out. Okay, so I can see that most of these are ready to pull. These are still, those are pretty close. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get my full packs ready and get these laid in with some special mixture. And I don't know why I do shiny side in. I saw it on TV. Literally, that's why. I saw it on TV a long time ago, and I just do shiny side in. So, all right, so we got those ready to go. Okay, so I'm gonna take, you see some of this black dripping looking thing? That's actually blood. So I like to take some of that off, especially when we're doing competitions. Um, I don't like that black being on there. I don't think it gives um, a good appearance. So I take as much of that off as I can at this point, especially if I know what ribs I'm going to be turning in. On this one single rack, obviously, I don't have a whole lot to choose from. So just knock some of that off, throw it over in the trash. So whatever we do on bottom, we also do on top. So a little honey for the money, and a little butter is mo better. Okay, so we just got them back on there, and you notice how I wrapped them? I wrapped them with the meat side down, and that's how I'm going to put them back in here. They were bone side down to begin with, but I put them back in here meat side down, and we're going to let these sit in here for another probably hour. I'll check them after about 45 minutes or so, but we're going to let them sit in here for another hour, and then we will come back out and make our glaze and get these finished up. Hey guys, so we just got a few calls. Of course, knowing my luck, we wouldn't have any calls at all until we started doing some barbecue. So anyways, so we got a few calls. Everything's good to go. Was able to salvage these, and so take a look at these. I need to start making my sauce and getting everything ready to glaze and finish off on the pit. So I've got the pit coming back up to temperature because I closed it down pretty much as I was running out the door, just to make sure that I didn't burn anything. So what I did was I took the stuff that was in the wrap as I unwrapped those ribs, and I put it in a saucepan. Okay, and let me get the camera set up, and I will show you what I do with the Big Red and the barbecue sauce so that we can make this an amazing rib glaze to top these bad boys off with. All right, so we've got these juices. It's just kind of the rendering of the honey and the brown sugar and all that good stuff with some of the fat from the pork. And I'm going to slowly open up this Big Red because I don't want it to go everywhere, because Kat just cleaned the station last night and she would be pissed if I made a mess in here. So got it up to a good simmer, slow boil, and I'm going to add some Big Red in there. Generally I'm going to add 12 to 16 ounces in there, and I'm going to let it get pretty well warmed up and simmering, and I want it to glaze a little bit over. I want it to get nice and thick. Alright, so there's that. And then because I think sweet goes good with heat, I've got some Sweet Baby Ray's sweet and spicy. Again, the palate, the flavor profile I'm going for is sweet and spicy. And I mean, a human palate has changed over the years. I don't like a sauce on my brisket, but unfortunately for competitions, you don't sauce them, but you do dip them. And so with ribs, you don't necessarily sauce them, but you do glaze them. So I'm gonna throw about a cup, so that's gonna be about 3/4 of this bottle in there. Now I'm making quite a bit. Obviously this is gonna be more than what's gonna be needed for just that little bit of ribs, but I can save this for another use. So we're gonna let that simmer, and as that simmers, we'll do a slow stir on it. And I'm gonna simmer and stir this for 3 to 5 minutes, and by that time my grill should be back up to 10. All right, so we just finished up our glaze, and I had to spoon it on there because I don't have my brush with me, but man, those ribs look awesome. So I'm gonna throw those back on the pit for another 30-45 minutes, and then we get to eat. All right, so we've got our ribs here on the grill. We're gonna let that glaze set in and really get kind of sticky on them. I'm really enjoying the color, not just of the glaze, but it was that real mahogany color anyways underneath it, so I'm real excited to see how these turn out. I really like this glaze. I kind of stole the idea from Arnie Tex. So don't get mad at me, Arnie. I stole the idea for Big Red Sauce from you. But you work on it a little harder than I do, and it's probably a lot better because you do. But I'm here at the station and just don't have the time or the energy to make it happen today. So those are going to be on for another 45 minutes. I'm a little bit more awake now. I've got some fresh air, a little bit of sunshine coming up. I'm on my second bang for the day, so a little bit of energy. Anyways, and I'm super excited to get to eat these ribs. So we're going to let those finish up for another 30-45 minutes, and then we're going to make some things happen. So I just got these pulled off, and man, they look amazing. So I'm going to hit them with just a hair more glaze, and then sprinkle just a little bit more rub on it, and slice them up for the competition picture so I can get them turned in, and then we will try them out. I've got my competition stack picked out and taken a picture of. The foil in the background kind of sucks to see the color on these things, but anyways, I'm going to I've got one here. I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite out of it and see how this thing rates between 1 and 10. That was an end piece. Flavors there. Two very clean bite throughs. Yeah, these are on point. Alright guys, so this is the real way to make ribs. The ones I made the other day were disgraceful. They tasted amazing, but they look like doo-doo. So make sure you're able to watch your fire, keep it contained, and let's see what else we can make. If you like what you're seeing here, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment below what you want to see me cook next. Hopefully I won't have much distractions next time or a bunch of calls, but you know, I'm on duty, so it happens. Make sure you like I said, like, subscribe. Make sure you go see the ammo can grill video, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, so you can enter to win a free grill. We will be sending that out once we get all the subscriptions that we need.